18th, 19th and first quarter of the 20th century. Ethnic cleansing in the Soviet Union. The Armenian Genocide, also known as the Armenian Holocaust 12, was the systematic mass murder and expulsion of 1.5 million Note 2, ethnic Armenians carried out in Turkey and adjoining regions by the Ottoman government between 1914 and 1923. 1314, the starting date is conventionally held to be April 24, 1915, the day that Ottoman authorities rounded up, arrested, and deported from Constantinople, now Istanbul, to the region of Angora, Ankara, 235 to 270 Armenian intellectuals and community leaders, the majority of whom were eventually murdered. The genocide was carried out during and after World War I and implemented in two phases: the wholesale killing of the able-bodied male population through massacre and subjection of army conscripts to forced labor, followed by the deportation of women, children, the elderly, and the infirm on death marches leading to the Syrian desert. Driven forward by military escorts, the deportees were deprived of food and water and subjected to periodic robbery, rape, and massacre. 15. Most Armenian diaspora communities around the world came into being as a direct result of the genocide. 16. Other ethnic groups were similarly targeted for extermination in the Assyrian genocide and the Greek genocide, and their treatment is considered by some historians to be part of the same genocidal policy. 1-2. Raphael Lemkin was moved specifically by the annihilation of the Armenians to define systematic and premeditated exterminations within legal parameters and to coin the word genocide in 1943. 17. The Armenian genocide is acknowledged to have been one of the first modern genocides, 1819-20, because scholars point to the organized manner in which the killings were carried out. It is the second most studied case of genocide after the Holocaust. 21. Turkey denies that the word genocide is an accurate term for these crimes, but in recent years has been faced with increasing calls to recognize them as such. 22. As of 2019 update, governments and parliaments of 32 countries, including the United States, Russia, and Germany, have recognized the events as a genocide. The Armenian genocide took place before the coining of the term genocide. English-language words and phrases used by contemporary accounts to characterize the event include massacres, atrocities, annihilation, Holocaust, the murder of a nation, race extermination and a crime against humanity. 23. Raphael Lemkin coined genocide in 1943, with the fate of the Armenians in mind. He later explained that, it happened so many times, it happened to the Armenians, then after the Armenians Hitler took action. 24. The survivors of the genocide used a number of Armenian terms to name the event. Muradian writes that Yegern, crime/catastrophe, or variants like Meds Yegern, great crime, and Abrilian Yegern, the April crime, were the terms most commonly used. 25. The Namid, usually translated as catastrophe, was, according to Bilidian, the term most often used in Armenian literature to name the event. 26-27. After the coining of the term genocide, the portmanteau word Armenocide was also used as a name for the Armenian genocide. 28. Works that seek to deny the Armenian genocide often attach qualifying words against the term genocide, such as so-called, alleged, or disputed, or characterize it as a controversy, or dismiss it as Armenian allegations, Armenian claims, 29, or Armenian lies, or employ euphemisms to avoid the word genocide, such as calling it a tragedy for both sides, or the events of 1915. 30. Non-primary source needed. American President Barack Obama's use of the term Meds Yegern when referring to the Armenian genocide has been described as a means of avoiding the word genocide. 31. Several international organizations have conducted studies of the atrocities, each in turn determining that the term genocide aptly describes the Ottoman massacre of Armenians in 1915-16. 32. Among the organizations affirming this conclusion are the International Center for Transitional Justice, 32, the International Association of Genocide Scholars, 33, and the United Nations Subcommission on Prevention of Discrimination and Protection of Minorities. 34.